Hello, ladies and gentlemen and other folks, and geese. Welcome back to the show. I still have yet to put up more posters. It's fine, I'll put them more eventually. For now, it's time for what you've all been waiting for. It's time to have a look at fucking Lego. I'm going to gently remove the tape that's holding this bag shut. I don't know why there's tape here. Because you could just open the ziplock, like the whole point of the ziplock is there. Maybe it's like an anti-theft thing. Apparently people like steal from the wholesale, so like, I guess. Some tape, which I'll do at the end. Right, okay, so we've got... How does this go in? Right, okay, this is, something like this, maybe? Hang on. Trying to push in the... There we go. Wow, this Technic piece really does not want this piece to go... Technic piece to go in there. There we go. I'm going to assume that's where these pieces go for now. Just for now. Ah, jeez. Because there's pipes, I'm presuming you're not supposed to make them too taut, so a bit like that, I suppose. The gun section, I presume, goes maybe back, maybe? How does this look? Okay, no, it looks like it's suspended somehow. That is the main part of that. We have... I'm not sure if these are the wrong way round. I think they are. Yep. Or at least that one was. So we've got... just... move this one to one side somehow? Nope. Interesting. There we go. We have this little mini mech for Hayato, I think? Yeah, Hayato's little mini. It's actually not that small. It's about the same size as, say, Sentry or Uplink. So, but that is kind of bad. Those pieces just break off so easily. The legs are kind of not great. And he doesn't really stand up all that way. It kind of has to like lean backwards slightly. It's a little weird. So I can fix this. And we have just a bunch of iron drones. They don't actually have the red piece in their skulls, the red Technic piece, but they don't apparently come with the set. That type. They don't technically have those pieces in. Although they do have red eyes in the product image, in the instruction book image, despite not having that piece, which is weird to me. I mean, I get it, but it's kind of weird. I personally would. Oh fucking hell! I personally would have probably just put them in the set, but like, I don't know, maybe I'll just put them in the set myself. Ooh, dirty. There's a piece missing there, but that's probably in the box somewhere. Just feel that when it comes to it. And there's a piece actually missing there as well. Actually, I think that's we used a different color there for some reason. So that's a little weird. Where did that piece go? There it is. So this is just the mechs from that set. So we have the Sentry 2, which looks bloody cool, honestly. I think I prefer that to the original Sentry, even though it's a little weird. It is missing, actually. So it does look like it's missing a few pieces, actually, off the top. It's missing whatever this gun thing is off the top. It's the glare. But that shouldn't be a difficult piece to source. It's just an engine piece with something like a reverse brick and like an anti-brown tile. I'm not sure how this turret goes on. Ah, wait, hang on. Yeah, there's a piece actually here. I'm stupid. Also, the studs in this are supposed to be red, not green. But that is not a difficult fix, honestly. Honestly, I think one of the rarest pieces here is the green Toa Nuva torsos. But yeah, that's the vehicle, so we can start putting minifigs on in place where they're supposed to be. Definitely be upgrading this later with the correct studs, and I'm not sure if there's anything else missing. I don't think there is anything else missing from that one. Drag the front. He goes here. Push his arms up. Sorry, I can't see this all on the camera because my desk is, well, a bit weird. There we go, that's the figures and minifigs in place. I think that looks really cool, personally. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what's missing from this. There's not a lot missing, if I'm honest. Not really a lot missing at all. Not really bothered by the tiny few missing pieces I could just, add on later. It would have been nice to have the other minifig from this set, but even though the gate isn't here, it'd be nice to have a minifig. But that's the rest of that set. Pretty cool. I will eventually get probably the gate. I may even wind up getting a second set and just sort of modifying this to be something different and having just duplicates of these mechs as well. Because again, the robots are definitely more of an army build, so they benefit from having everything being the same, or having multiples of different mechs. Whereas I guess the heroes tend to use a lot of different mechs. Even if it's just like the same mech but with a little bit of modification. To make it custom, I could see. Does the set have... Okay, there is an alternate model here as well. Which is interesting. So you have an alternate model which is like a big jet plane thing, which would be cool to build. And a big old tank bulldozer thing. Looks cool actually, because again it looks kind of like a mining vehicle, which is kind of the theme. This would have been sort of like a transport thing, or maybe like a blasting thing. This would have probably been sort of walker or mining vehicle. Probably designed up. Well, technically I guess this is definitely more of a combat vehicle, because of the Sentry 1, this is like essentially an upgrade of an upgrade. It's like a different version, so it's built even more for combat than its original purpose. More of a bespoke version. It doesn't look like it has any combiner models of anything, which is, I guess, standard of bigger sets. But I think that was worth it for 10. 3 mechs for essentially 10 quid is not bad at all, even if this one's missing a few pieces. But we'll put these to one side, and you'll see these guys again at the big showcase. But these guys to one side while we look at the big one. I'm up here for now. Yeah, I like them. They're just cute. I think the legs could have been better on the mechs, but that was kind of very much a product of its time. Everything I've said about Uplink and Sentry could be said about these guys, basically. Except maybe the hands for this guy. I don't like how it's there's very little movement to be had here. I think they can maybe move side to side. No, they can't even do that. It's just that, and the fingers, which is a little bad. But, that's okay. I've seen better mechs, but this is okay. It's okay. It should stand better, but this is fine. guess it's actually supposed to be more like that, right? So you kind of bend the back a bit here to give it that more of a dynamic pose. I'm less bad on the legs now because of that, actually. Yes, very much like uplifting and very much like century, so I get it, it's cool. So, now we will open up the beak lunge and start looking at that. So, first of all, I guess we have to remove the instruction booklet. Come out. Ah! There you go. This may well be part built because of how much of a bigger box it's in. But that is a big instruction. That is a novel. That is a novel. Just saying, that is a novel. Does it have like a comic in it or anything? Yeah, it has like a comic page. So that's I don't know if all magazines had that, but that was cool. Just Keshi and the other guy getting into their mechs. That's a pretty cool scene. What did the other one have in it? I'm not sure if that was like the same. Yeah, no, so this one doesn't actually have a magazine in it. Or like a comic strip piece. But yeah. That's the very heavy book. Because I guess technically really when you think about it, it's like 1, 2. There's like multiple sets what you prize. That's basically Stealth Hunter 2 or something. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's basically Stealth Hunter Mark 2. So it's essentially like a normal size set in itself. The other robot is basically a mid-size set in itself. That's basically a polybag, but that might even be a version of the Hayato Walker that's just getting more advanced. And then you have a big set and essentially another polybag set sized here. Yeah, this is a big set. This is big. Let's try and open up the box itself. We will try and keep this plastic bag actually for the instruction booklet. It should prove quite useful actually. I think I just tore it. Yep. Well, the bottom's completely torn anyway, so... But I might still use it like a sleeve for it. At least, to keep it protected from damage. And, I'll just use my Warhammer clippers to get into this. The elastic tape. Elastic tape? Can you imagine that? Elastic tape. Tape that expands and contracts. I don't know if that would actually be very useful, to be honest. Stretchy tape. That would probably feel almost impossible to cut over. I'm just going to open it like this, using a sort of a sharp bit with my clippers. I can't be asked to find my scissors. And as a box, that is a full-ass box of stuff. So, we'll pull this out first, because I think that's the mech. Okay, this is missing the black mech, but that's honestly fine. That's one arm. We have the cockpit. We have a very nice looking leg. Ah, we have the sword, which is literally just an upgraded version of the original Stealth Hunter sword. We have definitely a wing piece. Our boy, I think he's also like has a different version of his suit, maybe, for the set. I can't remember. Leg. Wing piece, leg. That's like the main body piece. That's going to be part of the main body as well, I would presume. arm or something. There are a lot of pieces here, and I will be back once this is fully built. Now, I am almost certain that I've built this slightly wrong because the cockpit is kind of hanging low than it should be. But, beyond that, this is basically complete. The only thing is that I've noticed so far that there's no stickers on these pieces, but I can always find those pieces with stickers on, or the stickers, and it shouldn't be too difficult. I've had, in previous Bricklink hauls, cheaper pieces from the Sentai Fortress set, so it shouldn't be too difficult to haul those. This just looks fucking cool, honestly. I need to fix it up somehow, but it is also missing the light brick and the light brick construction set pieces to make, the pipe that go through. But again, I think that's the same one as in Stealth Hunter and Grand Titan, so not really an issue. They were, I'd say, fairly common. They were like in every set and theme at this point, so every major mech set and theme, so I don't really mind too much. We're just going to do a comparison now between this and its, I guess, original version, Stealth Hunter. So here is the side-by-side comparison. These are very big mechs, so this is very hard to put them both on screen at the same time and myself. But as you can see, this one is bulkier. It actually uses its wings more effectively for like missiles, so this has missile pods. You go to the wings. It has more armor on the shoulder pads. There's kind of a little bit of a hint of armor here, but it's not nearly as much. We have jet boosters instead of these wings. The feet are definitely bigger and more detailed. I feel like the canopy... I feel like this is basically like the love child of this and Grand Titan. I think is the idea. So it's a bit more of a bulkier, but still very much the successor to that kind of mech. Again, it even has like a very similar but more advanced version of the sword. And the gun, well, they've swapped out the sniper rifle for more of a, more like a machine gun, honestly, more like an AR kind of gun. It's a little wonky. So this is definitely more of a closer range, sort of mid to close range combatant. Hence, it has more armor, because you're not gunning from... This doesn't need as much armor because it's going to be sniping from range in the air. This has only slightly less airborne capability, hence why it needs the boosters rather than just wings. And, but it can still do those things. It's essentially like kind of a halfway house between those two mechs. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's interesting. It has roughly about the same amount of points of articulations. It might actually have slightly more. Yeah, so it has slightly more. So it has like one extra point of articulation here into the mid-shoulder regions, which I think the same occurs in Grand Titan, I believe. This one also has obvious fingers, much like the previous mech we saw in the previous set. That actually has pronounced fingers over the blade, which I think is cooler, honestly, than just having it being like a sword arm without like hands. So, yeah, it actually has hands. Yeah, it's just a bit of a bummer about the canopy. I'll have to sort of fix that, figure out what I'm doing wrong with it, and then get the other pieces and put that in like that. Yeah, this is really cool. We'll move on to the next set. Alrighty then, the next bag is... We'll pick up this one. This one has most of the figures in. And what appears to be... weird. Another... Hi, that's like Ryo's hairpiece. But not Ryo himself. And then we have another one. And then we have... Hayato. We have an extra Hayato for some reason. I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but there's another Hayato in here. We've got an Iron Drone. Maybe the Iron Drone just didn't have those headpieces, maybe. An Iron Drone. An Iron Drone which does have a headpiece. Cool. An Iron Drone. A red version of the Iron Devastator, which I actually think should be the one that has that headpiece, actually, if anything. A Mecha one. A second Mecha one? I'm not sure if two were supposed to come with the set, but there's two. And, a third Mecha one? Hang on. I don't think this is quite correct. But, hey, I'll take more mechs over less. We have these are some of the beam pieces in here, so we'll just sort of, for now at least, stick them on top of each other. These are kind of rare but useful pieces. I know that they're massively expensive, but they're definitely useful. We have the spidery section of that one little guy that you saw in the thing. Here we go. Here is the very rare minifigure of. I think he's just. I don't think he gets given a name. He's just like a guy that's there. He's just an Exoforce guy. He has a normal face, and I don't know if his head's unique, but I know his hair, and I think his body is unique. So that's very nice to have. Then, of course, we have another Hayato hairpiece for some reason. So again, we have two Hayatos. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be two, but okay. Another Iron Drone. And another Mecha 1. I don't know why there's 4 of him. Really do not know. And then we have, of course, Takeshi. I hope that, like, because he had, like, other sets. I hope, like, all the minifigures are where they're supposed to be in the other sets, too. Like, I hope. Because otherwise I've got, like, extras. But that's cool, though, because I'll, like, use those extras. And to be fair, I'll use all of these that don't have the same outfits. That have the same outfits as the ones in the other sets. And I'll just swap out heads and hairs and faces and stuff to make more Exoforce crew members. Another Iron Drone, that's like 6 now. A second Takeshi for some reason. I've gotten a better deal out of this set than I thought I would. And we have... okay, this one's a little dirty, but I can fully clean it. A little dirty, a little discolored, but... we have the other sort of half of the Hayato mech stuff. Yeah, so this is missing, I think, Ryo. He might be in another bag, but... yeah, this is missing Ryo, but... I kind of don't care so long as the Ryo is, different. It's not different to the other one. There's a gun thing for this guy, there's another thing for this guy. There's another missile, I don't know if it's a spare, but another missile pod for that. And a bunch of these pieces for the build. So yeah, I don't think we have a Ryo for some reason, but hey, I mean, I guess I could just swap the hair pieces over. And suddenly we have another new person. Just happens to have Ryo's hair in a different body. Sure. There we go. Done. But yeah, that's a lot of figures. I'm actually going to look at, because the figures should be on the first few pages, right? So, the set canonically comes... this is also missing Kayaken, but I think I have a Kayaken somewhere. Unless he's in another bag. So, normally it's supposed to come with him, which we know. He was with the mech. Kayaken with a black staff. Ryo, Takeshi. There's only supposed to be one of those each. And we have 2 Takeshis and 3 Hayato. For some reason. I don't mind. I guess the blaster is probably somewhere else as well. And there is supposed to be... I don't know if that's an error, but is there supposed to be like an iron drone with a black body? Or is that Mecha 1? That could be Mecha 1, actually. Yeah, I think that's Mecha 1. So actually, so it's supposed to be 2 Iron Drones and a Mecha 1. And obviously that guy, the 1 Iron Devastator is built into the set. So we have a spare Iron Devastator, and 3 spare Mecha 1s, and 4 spare... 4 spare Iron Drones. For some reason. Sure. That's cool. Okay. So that's most of the figures, if not all of them. I'm not fussy about the fact that it doesn't come with, you know, it's the Kaioken. I'm pretty sure I have a Kaioken somewhere. So yeah, we have, as far as I'm aware, let me have a look at the sheet again. Yeah, so it looks like Takeshi and Ryo and Hikaru, whatever this name is, have the same normal torsos and bodies as they would with their main sets. It's just this guy, who actually doesn't show up on that page, so maybe he appears later on. It's just that guy who appears later. It's just that guy that's different. To be fair, he might have been the one out of the, Hang on a minute. No. No, he's not. Is he not? Is he in this set? Is he supposed to be in this set? Maybe not. Maybe that's just another error, but... Maybe that is just another error, but I'm just glad to get a black hairpiece guy. I mean, the black hairpiece is the only really important thing from that other set, so... I should probably... What I might do at some point is, out of honesty, just, like, say to the person, like, be a bit more careful with the X-Force stuff, I don't know. But yeah, so we have a lot of minifigs, and this little mini set, which is basically an upgraded version of Hayato's original glider. I'm not going to do a comparison because they're very basic little sets. If you want to see the original, just go watch my video on that. I think I did a video on that. So we have just the lab. If I come to it, I'll just do the comparison when I do the big showcase. The difference, I guess, here is that you've got like actual printed, stickers on the these pieces here, bigger missiles. It's just a little better built. I'm not sure how this goes together. I'm just gonna sort of, what I'm assuming is something like that, but it's supposed to have 2 of those little black bits there rather than just the 1. Yeah, there. Supposed to probably have a second one of those somewhere. It's not a huge... Oh, there it is. It's literally in the bag. I'm a dumbass. So yeah, I've actually built some mocks similar to this before. I'd say mine are even better, actually. I'll show again, probably in the showcase for all of this. Okay, mine doesn't have a big cannon, but mine actually has arms, decent arms. In fact, I may even just mod this and actually put his arms in a normal position and give him hands. I know it's basically modding the set, but, like, him having actual arms with hands rather than weird arms doing that just makes more sense to me, rather than it being the other weirder way around. Just give him some hands, or maybe he's like some guns or something. Maybe like a couple of lightsaber blade pieces in red. So we want kind of like laser arms. So he has like a main cannon and lasers. So that's that guy, a little spider droid. Cool, they actually have a variant type droid. And then we'll put this again to one side, and I shall be back with the next bag, I guess. Okay, I'm keeping these pieces here, because they're like part of the main build. We'll open another bag. We'll at least have a look at another bag. So that appears to just be part of the main build. I'm not going to like open this up just yet until I build the whole thing fully. Another bag, which is again more of the parts. I don't see any minifigs or anything out of the ordinary. We have the two very rare, very big support beam crane pieces, very important. That's right. I forget where exactly these are in the set. I'm pretty sure they're part of the set. Yeah, they're at the back. They're towards the back. You can see it in the photo. From the image of instructions. So you have the control tower section that are here somewhere. Yeah, that's a little control section. So I will be back when I have actually built this, because there's a lot to get through. Wish me luck. Pause the video and wish me some good luck, and I'll be back. Okay, so the next thing is done. We have the little on rails pieces that will go on the walls later. So we have just a standard transportation piece, missile launcher thing. So the little robot arm that was on here, like the droid arm, was loose, and then it broke when I tried to fix it. But I know that piece later got reprinted again for things like the Assassin's Creed Battle Packs. It's not a hard part piece to get. I probably have one in my collection somewhere, so I'll just replace that whenever. Yeah, a little missile thing. That's what that other missile's for, by the way. Just goes on there like that. It's suspended by an arm. Not too difficult to deal with, honestly. We just have it there, being there for now. This one's a carrier. It's supposed to have a big green bomb in there. I can't find the big green bomb, so, but again, I think maybe there's one awkward piece in there, but I could probably get the pieces for that, and it's not too big of an issue anyway. And then the disc launcher, I couldn't find any discs, but the discs are pretty cheap and easy to get hold of, so I don't mind that too much. Ironically, the discs suggested in this set are the green and the yellow ones, which are normally used by the robots, so a bit weird that this one has one of those launchers. So, okay. But yeah, that's the wall pieces, or rather the wall transport for the mini minecart-like vehicles. We'll see you again with the next piece of this puzzle. Okay, so I just finished the painstaking process of repairing the repair bay, and here it is, look. With glory. I'm still missing a 2x4 piece here and another lever. I'm not sure if that's missing or it's just somewhere in amongst the soiree of parts. But the features sort of we have here are sort of this crane, the spinning fan, the sort of repair bay, diagnostic board, this little tank, which presumably like is a fuel tank of some description. There's also missing the tools from the tool rack up here. That's not really a massive issue. And there are some pieces that presumably connect this to elsewhere in the building. So these pieces here will connect the repair bay to other parts of the building, maybe in like a modular kind of way. We have these like spinning tower things. I'm not sure what they're for. Maybe it's like the names of the vehicles. You've got Stealth Hunter. That's just the mountains. I don't know what that symbol means. But that one is like, I think that one is Uplink. That's possibly like to do with vehicles of some description. I'm not sure if all the stickers are on there. Let me know in the comments below if there should be more stickers on these. And yeah. Repair bay complete. I will move on to the next piece now. Let you know how that goes. Welcome back to the next bit. So we've done the two side walls which connect to the main hangar. So it's just a basic symmetrical wall layout. One side, using a brown big ugly rock piece, which is quite a rare piece, which is quite an interesting piece. There's some prints on the bricks, some of the bricks as well. I think I'm missing a particular piece. Actually, might be that one. So I am missing 1x3 from this side here. You can see there's a hole, but I'm sure I'll find that at some point. If not, I've probably got one in my collection I can use. Yeah, these are the side walls. They also make really good corridors, honestly. I could see myself building more of these just bits here to build corridors and stuff, and maybe like build out like a star shape and have more of these, maybe. Some big sort of killing floor corridors. Yeah, I'm going to carry on building, but this will be a two-parter because I've run out of time today to do building stuff because this took a long time. Takes a lot longer when you don't have limited number of bags, and you just open up a bag and do a bag at a time, so you know what's in there, and then trying to figure out the sub-assemblies of things and things attached to other things. Yeah, it's been complicated, but that's that bit done for now. I'll see you in part 2, where I hopefully finish off the rest of this build of the Sentai Fortress. I'll see you guys in the next video. Honky dee honk, bye!